Hello out there in YouTube land, Rival here. Thanks for stopping by. I got one thing on the table for you this week, maybe something else real fast to show off at the end, but yeah, I just wanted to draw your attention to a new knife that came out in the market. It's really, I think it was only available in pre-order, though within the next couple of weeks, so you should be able to see them in most of your knife retailers. I had this one on pre-order since it was announced at SHOT Show. This is a Kershaw Dimension, so it is a China-made Kershaw. Some people would shy away from that, but hear me out first. It is a full titanium scaled, speed-safe Kershaw button lock. Pretty freaking sweet. So you can see this one has been pimped out a little bit. Normally it comes with just this really dark, I don't want to say stonewash, probably like an oxidized finish, maybe sandblasted or something. I don't know exactly what kind of treatment they put on there, but it is a matte kind of treatment. What I ended up doing when I got mine is I hand sanded off the flats down to 600 grit, so it's got a hand satin finish on the front and on the back. Not completely perfect. I mean, I'm still working on some of my skill set, so I might go back over it one more time and get some of these finer lines out, maybe take it up to like 800 or so, but it turned out pretty good. So the flats are sanded, so you can see the milling that comes naturally on the blade, and I just started with a blowtorch, did the whole thing like bronze, and then I just started darkening it up from the bottom to about halfway up on both sides. So I really run the full spectrum of available colors from Flame Anodizing. Whoops, sorry about the camera stability here, guys. There we go. So you can see it's almost like a whitish blue at the end. Goes through the blues, purples in the middle, and then the bronze at the top there. Let me just zoom out just a little bit. There you go. There we go. So you can see that really nice finish on the front. Same matching it up on the back. Took a little bit of tweaking to kind of get it matched up as good on both sides, but I mean, all in all, I mean, this thing is freaking sweet. When you get this thing out in the light, it's just amazing. And then, you know, as it absorbs the oils on your fingers, the colors kind of, I don't know, blend a little bit more. I mean, it's really vibrant in the sunlight. You can see me kind of getting some reflection there, and it's just really bright. Sweet little blade. If you guys are interested in them, check them out. I think you can get these things for like 70 bucks or less. It's an 8CR13 MOV blade. You know, similar to a lot of the China offerings from Spyderco and a lot of other companies that have been out for a while. Really nice blade shape, so that blade is 3 inches long. So all in all, it's a reasonably small knife. I mean, it just barely fits in my hand. But when you need something kind of small but that's still heavy duty enough to get some work done, this is going to be a great blade for you. Button lock is really cool. And then, you know, Kershaw speedsafe. I mean, this thing flips out with supreme authority. All in all, I've had this blade for a little over a week, and I'm extremely pleased with it. I mean, I really like it. Yeah, so if you're not too turned off by the steel, get a reasonably inexpensive titanium option from Kershaw. Great company, great warranty, and yeah, have some fun with it. A little flame anodizing there. The other thing I did this week is, so you guys have seen this thing before. I think I showed it off a couple weeks ago when I figured out how to work the double reptilian. You know, I'm often getting asked to do backspacers for people, and it's not something I'm really set up to do. Backspacers are tricky, and you've only got really two options. I mean, depending on the width of the gap that you're trying to fill, you either have to find the exact width of G10 and then order a full sheet of it, because you're not going to be able to get little chunks, so you've got to order a full sheet just to fill, you know, a little bit of a gap. It's not always just the best option unless people want to drop a little cash. You know, backspacer might end up running you 20, 30 bucks, maybe a little bit more depending. And then, you know, some knives need a lot of milling in the backspacer. This one I found out the hard way. I actually had to have some holes drilled in the spacer to accommodate the torsion bar. I wasn't able to find one in the exact thickness of this gap. I believe this was 1.162. So I actually had to bond two pieces to get the right thickness. So what I ended up with, you can see my backspacer protruding. It's a little gear pattern backspacer. I lined up the gear pattern to match the scales here. protrudes just a little bit on the back, and then it just kind of melts right in to the standard jimping. So, boom! Speed safe still functional. It's got a little bit of rounding on it. There you go. So you can see I contoured it just to make it not hurt the hand when it's in your palm. So I've got the back spacer, got the scale. You can see the line through it. So all in all, I mean, this is one just pimped out badass 300 series. This started life as a 301 with the green scale. I don't think this knife will ever see another scale though, because this is just perfection in my personal opinion. This is for my pocket. I just wanted to let you know that I am starting to experiment with back spacers. They may be an option, you know, depending on what I find out. Don't plan on it, but it may be an option. You know, until I can get some better gear that would allow me to mill things down more precisely. I'm going to be somewhat limited, but I'm getting there. I'm learning. So yeah, there you go. Again, Kershaw Dimension. If you can find one of these things and it even floats your boat just a little bit, get one. If you don't like it, flip it. Great, fantastic. But get one. This thing is awesome. All right, thanks for stopping by, guys. Peace.